Oh, and you can't see it. There we go. I'm a hot mess. Um, so that I think is, let's see when that loads up. We can already see that the 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 prismatic lights, even though they are weaker individual bulbs, the fact that there's just so many on that light strip really gives the light a punch. And because they look a lot better. Honestly, you can just see kind of the flickering a little bit. If I kind of look down into the shadows here, actually, let's go across. Let's go across over here, and we'll take a look. And oh, actually, we'll just drop down. This is what I want to see. So we're going to be half in the shadows, half not in the shadows, and we can see that there's kind of that line there of lights that it's lit up on the right side, but it's a little bit darker on the left side because the left side has shadows. We just couldn't get that with the hue lights because the hue lights average such a large part of the actual screen that you really were pretty limited. And I've run the hue light test with as many as 6 lights, and it's nothing to diss Philips Hue. It just plays a lot better on a TV than on a smaller monitor because of how big the bulbs are. All right, so we're gonna play a little bit of the game. I'll keep my chat window open if you guys got questions or if you want me to do something, you want to see something, let me know. If you just want to say hi, it'd be nice to get to chat with some of you guys. But again, I'm so sorry that it sent out an alert. That wasn't my intention. I'm not trying to harass you with live Let's Plays.
Dirty thief! I'll have your hand for that!
That hurts! Not please!
Oh, your life is now or be trampled! Keep up with him! Don't let him get away!
Thank you. Thank you. I'll find a way to repay this kindness, I swear it.
Stop! That man is a
I
killer!
know, what happened?
response?
Guard, over here!
Guards, over here! Guards, quickly! You seem to know. You'll find everything you need. I'm sure of it. Take a look. Hi! You're in the right place. There's no better merchant than I. Want a bargain? I'm your man. Come, come! I am at your service. Anything you like?
I'm telling you, it's rats.
No, it's children. I hear them laughing.
Rats or children. Either way, it's bad for business. All that noise!
Someone needs to get up on those beams and clear them out.
I wonder how they're getting up there.
Must be through the central courtyard.
Then we should ask the guard to have a look.
Ah, they're all much too busy polishing the backside of their master.
What is it?
I couldn't think. Help me! Somebody help me!
Your presence annoys me.
Help!
A la resta.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll find a way to repay this kindness, I swear it. What's that?
What happened here?
So one of the downsides to the original Assassin's Creed was that the fighting was really, really basic. There's only one attack button, and
Over here!
There's one attack button and there's a parry. So it's not that much fun after a while, because you kind of learn that you just do a certain number of parries and then attack, and then you've got a step move that you can take, and you have a grab that you can do, and there's some other stuff that you can learn to do. You can get throwing knives, and of course I could switch to my hidden blades if I really wanted to, but it isn't until Assassin's Creed 2 when you get to really use the hidden blades as a primary weapon.
Is there a reason for this nonsense?
Right? I have the right place. There's no better merchant than I. Want a bargain? I'm your man. Come, come.
Altair! I need your help. I took something from one of Tamir's men, and now they're after me. Please, see me to safety, and I'll share it with you.
So you gotta love these escort missions, everybody's favorite component of a video game. You got an AI that knows how to travel a path and does basic responses, but is overall just pretty stupid. But that's fine, we can do a whole bunch of these. In some of the later games, in the, we'll call the second series, the Desmond kind of trials, they added a whole bunch of like these eavesdropping and these more of these sorts of missions, and they kind of got worse. Everything about the games got better, except that. Parry, parry, attack.
We are safe now.
That's
I
it.
can manage on my own from here.
We had to walk like one block, and that was enough to make him
Seems to
safe.
be
Gotta
an
love it.
invitation of sorts.
You dare steal my treasure? That will cost you your life! Get away from me!
Thank you. I'll find a way to repay this kindness, I swear.
People need to stop screaming. So one of the things that I've noticed too is that when you're fighting, if you always keep your back clean, so you always keep the enemies kind of in front of you, it's really hard for them to kill you. Maybe they'll get a hit in so often, but usually you die because you hit the wrong button, and you kind of know that it was your fault before you do anything.
You'll find everything here, my friend. There's nothing I do not have.
You dare steal in my presence? That will cost you your life!
Anyone help me?
Let me show you everything I have. Something?
You dare steal in my presence? That will cost you your life!
You're a prisoner. Die here. Step aside. Quickly.
This won't
Thank you. Thank you. I'll find a way to repay this kindness, I swear it.
How did this happen?
Over here! Die! Infidel! You'll never get away!
Curse the one who died. Where are you?
You will not get away from me!
Don't kill me! Help!
I'll have your head.
Infidel, die! Get away!
Something needs to be done. It's only a matter of time before someone else discovers it.
Tell him then, it's in his best interest to keep the souk secure.
He won't meet with me. Too busy with this new deal of his.
And the guards?
Tried already. They won't lift a finger unless the order comes from him.
Then what will you do?
I'll go to Al-Nukud.
The merchant king? He won't see you.
He doesn't have to. I've written him a letter that explains the problem. He can read it and decide for himself.
What happened here?
This is terrible.
God almighty, please, I'll have your hand for that! Where is the one responsible?
Die, thief! Vermin like you must be disposed of. Stop this man! Stop running! You cannot escape! Out of the way! He's hurt himself! Get him!
And why you expect me to beat you?
happened to this poor soul?
Dirty thief! I'll have your hand for that!
Where is the one responsible for this? Kill him! Stop him! Die! Die, thief! Don't get away! I'll have your hand for that! What are you doing? You should die. So be it. Won't get away from me! I will end your life! I will catch you!
You dare steal in my presence? That will cost you your life!
May God have mercy.
You dare steal in my presence? That will cost you your life!
This is terrible.
Thief! You are filth! Die, thief!
Let me go.
Where are you? I know you're here somewhere.
That will cost you your life! Thief! You are filth!
Please, someone do something.
Thief! You are filth! Die, thief!
Your presence annoys me.
Help me.
Infidel, die! Infidel! I'll take you down!
Thank you. Thank you. I'll find a way to repay this kindness, I swear it.
Cover! Cover!
That was a Templar. There's 60 of those. They need to die. Ugh. Where did you put me?
Like what you see?
There you go. Sometimes you just gotta run sword first.
You are with anything at all. Do not.
2 more of those, huh? There's one and there's one.
Come, people. Come see what I have to offer. You want it, I've got it. Thief! You want filth!
What do you want?
Another minute and they would have made off with me.
Okay, so one more of those. And then we got another pickpocket. And then a rooftop race to really help me with my 3D platforming skills that I'm always interested in developing. You could just tell by his smug little face that that was somebody you wanted to pickpocket. I didn't need a map for that.
Do not think to betray my presence in this city. We have many eyes, many ears.
And many arms, yes. Good for silencing those who say too much. I know this well. You have my word.
Good. Then be quick about it. Time is short.
Go away.
How good of a pickpocket am I really if they notice immediately after I pickpocket them that they're missing something?
Come, people. Come see what I have to offer. Come, people. Come see what I have to offer. You won't believe your eyes. Good day, my friend. It's tragedy. What I say, this is an honor. To die in service to God. Fighting for what we believe in. There is no greater glory than this. I have exactly what you need. Now comes the English Legion with an army.
I think I've seen everything now. Why would he do that?
Someone should stop him before he hurts himself.
So here's somebody just standing on top of a roof, minding their own business. Obviously, we need to challenge them to a race. So let's
Safety
do that.
and peace, Altair. I trust you are looking for information to aid you in your strike against Tamir. I fear I've nothing to offer. But Bahir might. He shouldn't be too far from here.
Where do you... I'm...
What is he doing?
Oh, I'm gonna have to run this again.
nice, though not my place to judge.
Didn't seem like it needed a minute and a half.
Rafik has asked me to observe the souk that Tamir calls home. Here's what I have learned. There's a group of troublemakers who gather around its southeastern exit. They and the guards do not get along. Find a way to earn their friendship, and they'll surely be of service to you.
That was pretty great, guys. So what we learned was if we make friends with people, they might be willing to help us.
Why wouldn't? Come, people. Come see what I do up. You won't.
Well, that sucks.
There is thief. I'll have your head for that. No need to stand here. Doha alay.
Thank you. I'll find a way to repay this kindness, I swear.
Alright, well, we'll head back to the bureau. I'm gonna sigh for a second because I have a feeling that I'm gonna walk into this room and it's just gonna be like a good solid minute and a half of some guy talking and really crappy cutscenes.
Altair, welcome, welcome. I've done what you asked. Now give me the marker. First things first. Tell me what you know. Tamir rules over the Souk El Salah. He makes his fortune selling arms and armor and is supported by many in this endeavor. Blacksmiths, traders, financiers. He's the largest death dealer in the land.
And have you devised a way to rid us of this blight?
A meeting is being arranged at Souk El Salah to discuss an important sale. They say it's the largest deal Tamir has ever made. He'll be distracted with his work. That's when I'll strike.
Your plan seems solid enough. I give you leave to go.
You give me leave? How do I leave? Oh my gosh. This is like playing the very first Resident Evil. I wanna leave. Let me leave. Okay. What do you want me to do?
Let Al-Mualim's will be done. You may rest here until you are ready.
Oh my god, I had to pick something up from him? want to leave.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
What do you want?
Just a few points, please. No, you don't understand. I have nothing.
Oh, I forgot about these women. There are these... I think it's just women in the first Assassin's Creed. And they run up to you and they slow you down. They're basically the equivalent of quicksand.
Says otherwise. Now, tell me, what do you intend to do to solve this problem of ours? These weapons are needed now.
I see no solution. The men work day and night, but your client requires so much. And the destination, it is a difficult route.
Were it that you could produce weapons with the same skill as you produce excuses?
I have done all I can.
It is not.
Alright, we got a big battle coming up. Big battle coming up.
I gave you everything. Without me, you would still be charming serpents for coin. All I ask in return was you fill the orders I bring you. And you say I ask too much?
Did he just cough on him?
Peace, Tamir. I meant no insult.
Then you should have kept your mouth shut.
No! Stop!
Stop? I'm just getting started.
No! Stop!
You came into my souk, stood before my men, and dared to insult me!
Alright. This guy needs to learn a lesson. Because apparently nobody's gonna say anything when he does it in front of a whole bunch of people.
No. Leave the body. Let this be a lesson to the rest of you. Think twice before you tell me something cannot be done. Now get back to work. I held my own against all.
So that was...
seems you're the one pays now, my friend. You'll not profit from suffering any longer.
You think me some petty death dealer, suckling at the breast of war? A strange target, don't you think? Why me, when so many others do the same?
You believe yourself different, then?
Oh, but I am. For I serve a far nobler cause than mere profit. Just like my brothers.
Brothers?
Ah, but he thinks I act alone. I am but a piece. A man with a part to play. You'll come to know the others soon enough. They won't take kindly to what you've done.
Good. I look forward to ending their lives as well.
Such pride. It will destroy you, child.
Wait, it's on the roof? Now where do they want me to go? No, it's down here. They're just messing with me.
Word has reached me of your victory, Altair. You have my gratitude and my respect.
Thank you.
It is a shame that the other assassins continue to hold you in such poor regard.
Rafiq, I do not care what the others think of me.
As you wish, Altair. You should bring news of your victory to Al-Malak. I'm certain he has more work for you to do.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
out of the machine, Mr. Miles?
What's the matter, Doc?
Miss Stillman is once again insisting I let you rest.
So, feel like telling me who put the stick up his ass?
We have a deadline. 1 week. Well, 6 days now.
Deadline?
I can't talk about it.
Man, put yourself in my shoes. I'm being held hostage by a group of scientists. At least I think you're scientists. And forced to spend all day in some crazy-ass machine. You won't tell me what you're looking for or why you want it, but I'm supposed to be thanking you for keeping me alive. This is so fucked. Sorry, but it is.
What do you want me to do?
You watch your language, Desmond.
Let's see, I don't know. Maybe give me some answers?
I can't. And it's better this way. Safer.
Safer for who?
Both of us.
Oh, Desmond, I do not like you talking to my girlfriend that way. That is impolite. You want to jump on the bed?
Let's go, Mr. Miles. Time's wasting.
So I want to say that in these Assassin's Creed games...
Oh, don't worry. She'll be with us soon enough.
So why are you doing all this, Doc? What are you hoping to accomplish?
You turned the television on lately? Read the newspaper?
Never cared much for that stuff.
Then, let me sum it up for you. The world's a mess. It's pathetic, really. You've seen it firsthand yourself. 1,000 years between you and your ancestor, and society remains just as barbaric, just as stupid.
And your point is?
Order, Mr. Miles. The world needs order. That is what we're working towards, and that is what you're helping us to achieve.
You expect me to believe you're building a better tomorrow?
That's exactly what we're doing. The human race calls out for direction. They want to know why they're here, what they're meant to do. Well, we're going to tell them. And once they understand how to live their lives, everything will be better.
Better how?
An end to all conflicts, large and small. Isn't that what you assassins strive for? Peace in all things?
I told you, I'm not an assassin.
Right, right.
I still don't see where I fit into things.
In time, Mr. Miles. In time, you'll understand. Or you won't. I don't care either way, as long as you show us where it is.
Where what is?
Sorry I'm late. Ready to go?
Yes, we are.
So one of the big things about the Assassin's Creed franchise from the very beginning was these modern day cutscenes. And I don't think people appreciate the new modern day cutscenes in the new games like Origins and Odyssey.
Lay back. We'll take care of the rest.
Because these cutscenes really told this huge story, and it was absolutely just amazing because you had everything that was going on in the Animus.
Lie down, Desmond.
And everything was so like adventure and exciting and stuff in the Animus, but then when you came out you got all this drama and intrigue, and there's all this stuff going on, and it gets even deeper.
Lie down on the Animus.
It gets so much deeper. And then when the Desmond story comes to a conclusion, they weren't there ready with a new narrative to really make this feel something bigger, something better. And I think a lot was lost when
moving slowly.
I think a lot was lost when they moved on from Desmond.
You've done well, Altair, and I'm confident that this is but the first of many successes.
Tamir spoke as if he knew you well. He implied my work had a larger meaning.
Significance comes not from a single act, but the context within which it is performed. The consequences born of it.
Then is there more I need to know?
Altair, your greatest failure was born of knowing too much. If I choose to withhold information, it is only to ensure you do not make the same mistake a second time.
I see.
No, you don't. And it will remain this way until you've learned your lesson. Still, you have performed competently, and as such I restore a rank and will return a piece of your equipment. Go now, either to Akka or Jerusalem. There are men in both cities who require your attention. The Bureau leaders can tell you more about what needs to be done.
Altair, it seems my students do not fully understand what it is to wield the blade. Perhaps you could show them what you know. Perfect. The work of a master. You must be busy. I understand. You must be busy. I understand.
Such wild swings will give your enemy an opening and send you to an early death.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. You're not supposed to die jumping into a haystack, but you know, sometimes. No.
Altair, it seems my students do not fully understand what it is to wield the blade. Perhaps you could show them what you know. You must be busy. I understand. You must be busy. I understand.
It takes time to draw another blade. Ensure your first attack is also your last.
I think I got all of them that are over here. We have these flags that we have to get. And I think I need 5 more.
Did you
Get out of the road.
When the animus shows you are being watched by an informant.
Yep, I just died. Jumping off a haystack again. Those leap of faith should not kill me. Let's try it again. What is going on?
Countering a strong attack will leave your enemy vulnerable.
Maybe I just don't have the skills. I gonna die? Yep. The whole point of the haystacks is supposed to be so you can do a leap of faith off the top. We're gonna try one more time. Who is hiding anvils?
Selecting the hidden blade during fight will allow you.
Alright, well, we're gonna have to climb down this tower, which is gonna make towers... No, 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 no! I didn't mean to...
When you're out of knives, refill your stock.
Alright. Alright. Drop. Catch, catch. I can't get off the tower.
Use counterattacks when faced with multiple enemies.
Alright. Oh my god, I survived it. Oh look, it's just hay. I shouldn't have died. There's probably something right here. Where is that? So that guy right there isn't glowing. So that tells me what? Do you glow, merchant? No. So you're not an enemy. That's not an enemy. That's what that tells me. Alright. Yeah, nobody cares. Are you chasing me? I'm on a horse. Ah, this is just freaking alright. How do you think? Ooh. And dead. Killing me. Absolutely. Just killing myself.
Socially acceptable way to reach it.
See, now in the new Assassin's Creed games, you could just climb this mountain and be like, yep, I got to the top. But now they're going to make you follow some kind of weird path. Because see, look, there's a hay right there. I don't know.
Go away, peasant.
I think that's my hidden blades.
In for bad luck. Glory to
No! Well, my inability to...
The short blade is best for quickly fending off.
You want me to stop? Are you hungry? Do you want din din? Do you want some food? Okay. You want food? Okay. Well, my little girl is telling me that she needs to eat, and it would be completely inappropriate for me to continue playing a video game while she is even the least bit hungry. So I think about an hour and a half, minus whatever garbage there was at the beginning where it just nothing worked. Overall, I think hue lights for AmbiLight's purposes that you could see in the first video, again, link in the description, is great for televisions and big screens, but not really the best for a smaller monitor in terms of AmbiLight, at least for these games where the colors are kind of muted. Everything's kind of the same, so it's very subtle changes in the background. The purple you see, by the way, is... well, it's kind of an artifact of the camera, I think, because it's not purple in real life. It's more of a white to a kind of orangey color that I've got going on. So I'll have to figure out kind of a way to approach that. But the good news is that the camera picked up the lights in both the hue system and the prismatic in kind of the same bias, kind of the same influence of adding a little bit more purple to the lighting that it should have. So hopefully this gives you an appreciation for Assassin's Creed 1 and kind of how that particular game's color palette looks between those two different solutions. Really, they're the two big options that you're going to see on the market. I have the Corsair light bars and I have the Corsair strips, the LS100s and the LT100s. I say have. They've been migrated to someone else's computer because I didn't like them, and I really fell back on this prismatic option. I'd still like to see NZXT's option if they ever decide they want to sell them. But right now I'm really happy with just going back to the core basic low-cost DIY AmbiLight with prismatic solution. I feel like, especially for Assassin's Creed 1, it's the better setup. It's the better process. This young lady would like to eat, so I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you all for bearing with me. Again, I am really sorry for blasting everybody with a text message or with an alert message 2 days in a row. Hopefully you got to kind of see how this looked, and I'm hoping that this gameplay footage is of at least some value to you all. And if nothing else, Assassin's Creed 1 looks a lot better than I really remember. It looks pretty darn good. The controls still kind of stink, and the missions are kind of tedious and repetitive, but it was a good story, and the graphics, well, the graphics hold up, at least in my opinion. But anyways, thanks guys.